welcome to another episode of ARK Talkies, the Anjana Kumar show, and where you and we get to be the inspiration and the change maker. I am Anjana Kumar, your host, and with me once again, these gorgeous ladies. Please allow me to welcome Anastasia Olimpska, and she's the owner of Amina Yoga Center. She's also a fabulous yoga teacher. Also joining us is Nela. She is the founder of Drops of Wellness, and she is a conscious facilitator. Oh my God, how cool is that title? All right, welcome everybody. And today we are talking about a beautiful topic. That's something, it's very, very close to my heart. It's about meditation. I mean, even when I hear the word meditation, it just sends like so many energies inside me because I just love meditation. I do it whenever I can, morning, afternoon, evening. And I also believe that meditation is not just breath work. It's also about, even when you're listening to your music, it can be meditative. When you're sitting and talking with your loved ones, it can be meditative. But ladies, tell me about meditation and how it can really change lives and, of course, de-stress.
Yeah.
I'll let you go, Anastasia.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I love meditation as well. Mm-hmm. For me, meditation is it's like a special journey outside of your mind, because when you master it on a higher level, you can really experience bliss, happiness, and some kind of unbelievable, unconditional love. That's why I encourage people of all religions to practice meditation, because no matter what your religion is, the prayer is your talking to God, and meditation is your listening to God.
Yes.
So that's why meditation is beneficial for all people on the planet Earth. And of course, the first factor, number one, why meditation is very useful, it's because it helps you to distress. And of course, the stress comes from negative vibration from outside.
Yes.
It attacks your mind. Your mind gets more higher in temperature, and then because of the anger, your body becomes hotter, and your mind as well.
Yes.
So it all goes down to the glands and affects your physical health.
Sure.
So meditation is vital in terms of calming down the mind.
Yes.
In other words, cooling down the mind. So to get this, you have to follow certain techniques and rules, how to train your mind to make it calm and to decrease the amount of thoughts. Because we have so many thoughts, every minute we have thousands of thoughts.
Yes.
We cannot control them.
The mind is like a monkey.
Most people, because of the lifestyle and everything, the food, everything affects that.
Yes.
So to train the mind,
Yes.
we have to work harder because cells of the mind are more complicated and sensitive than the cells of the body.
Right.
That's why I can talk hours about that, but
and as we spoke earlier as well, that your mind is a reflection of your body. So basically, and your body is a reflection of your mind. So basically, if the mind is not stable, your body is not stable. And of course, it can be vice versa as well. But more importantly, if the mind is not in its happy phase, the body gets impacted as well. So it's so much more important and significant to breathe and meditate. And in fact, to just add a little bit, I also think meditation is so transformative. It transforms you. It just makes you a different person, I think. And you spoke about bliss. It's so beautiful. I mean, I love that. Yes, I feel happy, content, and bliss after I, do my meditation.
Yeah, also that's what I'm telling people. If you want to be really happy, you have to look within yourself. If you are looking outside yourself, you're still sleeping.
Yes.
The real happiness you can find only from inside. And the meditation is the only and ultimate way of looking inside and
Yes.
really waking you up and makes you a better human.
Sure.
And,
I know someone said this also, that more than just looking for happiness, look for contentment. I think that is more key than anything else. Being content with whatever you have is the essential thing to happiness in life.
Yeah,
They
but how
say.
to do that? Most of my students find it very difficult to
Yes,
meditate.
yes.
To be honest, I would be very careful with meditation because
Right.
unprepared body and mind can actually be more damaged from meditation than get benefits. So during our yoga sessions,
Yeah.
for the first 6 months, I observe the student and I don't recommend meditation. And after six
Okay.
months, 1 year, I can start introducing it slowly.
Oh, right.
Because modern people have a lot of depressions,
Yeah.
anxiety attacks,
Yeah.
you name it, panic attacks. And if you put this person in a meditative state, it will increase. So it's very
Okay.
dangerous, and
Okay.
it can be very even dragging this person into the dark hole more.
Okay.
So I would be very careful.
Okay.
But now people call meditation everything.
Yeah.
Any words, affirmations with music, they call it meditation.
Yes.
So, and it's not a meditation. Meditation
Right.
is different,
Is
we know
different.
that. Yeah, we're
Okay.
sitting in a cross-leg position,
Right.
with eyes closed, preferably
erect.
spine straight. Yes, many
Yes.
many things to do. Also, you have to watch your breath.
Yeah.
And then slowly observe
Yes.
your thoughts
Right.
without any control. And this is a hard work.
Yes, it is hard work.
It is.
And it comes with a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
Nela, I know you're itching to say
Yes.
something because you love meditation. I know it.
I love meditation.
Yeah.
And I think I've learned a different meditation from what you have learned.
Yeah.
Because my first encounter with meditation was when I was 13 years old. And I loved it.
Okay.
And I was not aware that the word was meditating.
Yeah.
But I used to go with my mom to drum classes. Drums.
Okay.
So these classes were to learn everything about the tradition
Right.
from the Mexican or the Aztecs. So
Yes.
all what is behind their knowledge. And how did they meditate back then? So they gather in a circle and making music with drums.
Right.
So it's not easy because you have every person chooses like a rhythm.
Right.
So at the end, it could sound amazing, the whole song, I would say, but
Yeah.
the whole chant.
Right.
And you have to follow with your mind, with your breath, with your everything, the pace you choose.
Yeah.
So, but it's still, we were in movement, so we
Yeah.
were not standing still or just breathing, no. So we have to go with the movements. And it was amazing. Now my heart is started beating again, like if I was there, because
Yeah.
the
That's amazing.
the things that you can find within your mind,
Yeah.
or the things that you can find without thinking in your mind, it's amazing. But it's another kind of meditation. So I would say that by that time, I just called it that I was going with drums for my drums class with my mom. And afterwards, I realized that I was breaking the mind over there. I was just 13 years old.
Wow.
That is the age that you go and you start with the teenagers. Partying and everything. So this was the time that I step aside from the I would say the teenage phase from my colleagues or my student friends and my real friends, I would say. And I would step aside and I started looking to everything differently.
Yeah.
And now when it made me think of people nowadays call it meditation. No. So I think it depends on the culture that you're coming also, how you can bring that meditation to your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you because meditation can be contemplation, focusing on one object. It's all kinds of meditation. But what we started talking, how we can affect the mind in a therapeutic way. And there is only one thing, which is sitting in a cross-leg position, or for sick people lying down so your spine is straight, and there shouldn't be any music, just you and self-observation. you know, and this is can train your mind, you know.
Okay, so you say not even music, just stay
No
quiet.
music, no.
So you're talking about silence, basically, complete
To listen to
silence.
how else can you listen to yourself?
That's amazing.
If you have a noise around yourself, you will never concentrate on the inside.
Inside. In fact, I haven't done this myself personally, but I know people who do this silent meditation.
That's what I'm talking about. It's mind blowing. That's what I'm telling. I tried all this. Yeah,
opens up stuff that you never imagined in your life.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's
brings out
why
experiences.
I'm very, very careful with meditation because I started my journey meditating in silence 3 years ago, and I can share that the experience was quite tough.
Yes.
I had nightmares on the early stages of meditation.
Right.
When you sit
so
with
how
yourself.
many hours would you meditate in silence?
No, hours. No, you cannot meditate for hours. This is insane because you will never go. You won't get back here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you go into, transcendental worlds, that's why many people who meditate, some advanced yogis, they are known that during meditation they went into samadhi.
Yes.
And they left the bodies.
Sure.
So this is quite a long process. But my
That's
meditation, usually I sit 30 minutes. 30 minutes to 40 minutes.
All right.
It depends. It depends on my timing.
Wow.
But when I started meditating, only 3-5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then increased time slowly.
The time.
But my recommendation is if you want to go into real meditation and heal yourself.
Yeah.
So better if you do some special steps before it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's interesting you say silence, no music as well. And every day I sleep listening to this guided meditation on YouTube and things.
That's not meditation,
really work.
but that also works for the very anxious minds.
Right.
I recommend it for people who have a lot of things on their mind and still not ready to meet themselves on a deep level. It works for the early stages, but if you want to go into advanced level, and it really cleans your mind, and subconscious, then you have to sit in a silent position in a dark room alone, in a clean place, concentrating on the breath. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
There is no other way.
Okay.
I mean, it's all wonderful, to sit and listen, and it's relaxing.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Nela, I know every time I call you or speak to you, you say like, I'm having a quick meditation. So tell me, what do you do?
We're having this tribe. So we're called the Moonlight Tribe, and we are 5 different friends that we have different specialties. So we have Reiki, we have yoga, we have dance therapy. I would say that access consciousness or access bars, it's something that brought us together.
Okay.
So this is a technique of changing your reality.
Right.
So all the limited beliefs are being destroyed and recreated for you to start living the life you want.
Right.
So we do like these small meditations, 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And what we do is, so let's imagine that we want to grow in abundance.
Right.
So I will not say it in money, but in abundance. So what are the beliefs that you're having? So we write it down. And then we start a short meditation of, okay, we're in circle, but just of what we're thinking about, and let it go. So try to follow your breathing.
Sure.
And let it go. Then, let's say we're back again, and we ask ourselves from where is coming that belief.
Okay.
So those are like, I would say for 30 minutes we go with different questions, and we try to figure it out.
Yeah.
If the answer is within us or it's not within us. Because sometimes we know that it's something from our life, and sometimes it's something that is coming from
outside.
From outside.
From
or
outside.
Other, people from our heritage. I would say.
Our ancestors.
Our ancestors. Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. They send us a lot of messages, honestly.
So every time that I'm doing this, so it's it depending on the timing also. But normally we do it on Mondays, and we create these spaces for the tribe.
Right.
For us to grow.
Right.
And to let go, because sometimes, you just said it, sometimes we are in the fear of getting into that dark place, so into that box that we put it behind and we don't want to open it again.
Yeah.
But you have to trigger it,
Yeah.
you have to open it, and you have to face it.
Sure.
The thing is that you have to have the courage and you have to be calm to face everything that it's going to be there. Because if you want to change something from your reality that you're living, you have to move from where you're having everything around.
Yeah.
So these are these specific moments of meditation.
Okay.
You contact me, it's like, oh, sorry.
Yes, meditation also can help you to balance your mind.
Yes.
And no matter what life situation comes to you,
Yeah.
it will be like your helmet and like a seat belt. So you will not go into up and down. So the waves of your mind will be like this even.
Right.
So with time, I'm talking about real silent meditation.
For sure.
You know, that
sure.
it prepares you. It will
Right.
not protect you from life problems.
Right.
It will never change your reality.
Right.
Let us be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've never seen, maybe once or twice I saw people who changed their destiny. As in, we know in astrology,
Right.
it's already
already
written before we
written.
arrive
Yeah.
even.
Yes.
So
and then there is this other theory, as you just mentioned, that people can change their destiny, that they're born with something, but they can.
But they
It's the
can, but
power.
they're very rare cases.
Rare.
But for that thing, you have to totally change the vibration of your mind.
Exactly.
But I would say that the destiny or where you have to go, it's there.
Is there.
What you change is the path.
The path.
The path and the ways you come to that goal or whatever it is, but you have to change the mind.
The mind.
And not into change, but also make it balanced.
Balanced.
Don't react. Don't take it personally. Don't go up, down. You know, this kind of, I love you, I hate you, I love you.
Yes.
This
Extreme
is not
emotions.
about health. It's not
That's
mental
true.
health.
Sure.
When people, go into fights with everyone, going into different, I don't know what I want. I love you, I hate you.
Yeah.
It's not mental health.
It's not mental health, yes. So also acceptance, Nela, you spoke about acceptance. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, because when you accept, like whether your reality, your fate, your destiny, or whatever you've been handed out in this life, it prepares you on how you can deal with. Because most of the times people do not accept their situation, and that's why they're fighting it. They're fighting it all the time, and that adds to the stress and their existence. So once you accept it, it's a big relief, because then you can work towards working towards whatever that you want to achieve.
Yeah, you will create more drama only.
Yes.
By fighting the
By
inevitable.
fighting. Yes,
The
absolutely.
inevitable, instead of balancing it and just
Sure.
make it like,
Sure.
dealing it in a more humble way, you
Sure.
can improve the situation eventually.
Sure.
Or at least save your health and energy.
Absolutely. Yes, so true.
You have to accept it, you have to embrace it,
Yes.
and then you have to find, I would like to say, you ask the universe to show you the magnificent things that it has for you that you were not ready to see. And once you ask it, you will have the answer and you will have amazing things in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
To change the drama,
Yes.
as many paths that you can choose.
Yeah,
Sure.
but sometimes you have to surrender to the drama and watch
Oh.
it from the outside as
Yes.
a comedy show.
Yes.
Then, by going through this darkness,
Yes.
somehow the universe arranged everything,
Yeah.
and it will all go smoothly, and you come to your point.
Oh, yes,
But for
yes,
that reason,
yes.
you have to again balance yourself from inside.
Oh, yes, yes.
Because if you
Surrender.
go into more fluctuations, then it will create
Absolutely.
more magnetic field around you,
Yeah.
and the fights will come and come and come. And
I
come.
love this discussion, ladies. I mean, you guys are so good. There is acceptance, here is surrender. I mean, two very powerful words,
Yeah,
acceptance and
surrender.
surrendering. That's another thing we don't do. We don't surrender. We don't surrender to our God, to our
don't
fate,
surrender, no.
or to the situation. And I think the drama is always happening because of that. For me, I think... like me personally, meditation has changed my life. It's helped, and I have to also talk about chakra healing here. and ancestral healing here, because I think I did a lot of ancestral healing. So while we talk about 7 chakras, we have another powerful chakra which is like above our crown chakra, which is called the ancestral chakra. That's where our ancestors who've left this world and their energies, and they're waiting to go to light, and they're calling you for attention. And how do they call you for attention? By creating drama in your life. So I'm not saying it's always for the bad, but it's always for the good as well. But it's so important to acknowledge our ancestors who've left this world and to send them light every now and then, because when that happens, it creates a lot of bliss. They send you blessings, and nothing like receiving ancestral blessings, because they're part of your DNA.
I want to add something there, that it comes with the acceptance that I'm saying, that one thing is to accept the thing, the reality, or whatever your ancestors are leaving you as a legacy.
Yeah.
And the other thing is to stay with that information and be in the drama or keep on going.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you accept, or when you surrender to the situation, or when you forgive through meditation or through techniques, it also frees your soul, but also free the next generations.
Oh yes, of course, absolutely.
And if there is another generation behind that it's also stuck with that problem, with that situation,
yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So going to the generational healing,
yes,
is something that we now, I think we all should be more consciousness about it, because we want to be in a better place, right? We want to have a better world for our kids.
Yes,
for
of
the
course.
New generations.
Of course, absolutely.
So for that to be done, we have to accept what had happened.
Yes.
But change or surrender to the situation.
Sure, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Accepting and being there. No. So
no.
Be the changer.
Be the change.
Be the change. Be the game changer. Be that piece that can inspire someone else to make their life much, much brighter.
Yeah.
And to help others to come out from that dark side, I would say.
And I think you made a very important point about the next generation, because again, we all have, it's in our DNA. We carry the same DNA from generations to generations. So we can see sometimes, like, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but like, I remember my mom once said, "My God, you're so much like my mom." So, right? And she says, "You're not like me as much as you're like my mom." So, that DNA is just passed on, like, to generations and generations. And that's why it's so important to keep healing and meditating. And, so our future generations are also impacted well, and their, future generations as well. So it is also good. Are healing and meditation, are they connected? Like intertwined?
You can heal yourself.
With meditation.
Through meditation, you can heal yourself.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You won't need any healers, any mediators, any priests, anyone. You have, actually, in the end, you only have yourself and God.
Absolutely.
Even we can give any names.
When is the earliest age we can introduce meditation into children? Like how young, they should be to meditate? Simple. And what is the time frame you would give them?
Actually, I wouldn't recommend anything before 7 years old.
Of course.
Even yoga. Maybe like in a play, but serious yoga, no, from 7 years old. Meditation and breathing techniques, I think much later. Yeah.
Right.
Because there is no certain age. It depends on the child, how much he is growing or she's growing, developing.
Sure.
But on early stages, I wouldn't recommend.
Yes.
Because the child's still not, it's still clean.
Yes, of course.
But later, when they have teenage puberty time, for sure.
Yes.
Because it helps to fight teenage depression.
Oh, yes. And the hormonal changes that's
Hormonal
happening,
changes, yeah.
it just helps with balancing all of that.
Exactly, yeah.
That's right. And so, on that note, I guess we should end this very important discussion on meditation. Thank you so much, ladies. And we hope our listeners and viewers have benefited from this discussion. If you want to know more about meditation or get meditation techniques, reach any one of us on our social media handles. We'll be happy to reach out to you. My esteemed guests here, these beautiful ladies, have some interesting giveaways for you as well. So do reach out to us and we'll be happy to share something for you. On that note, it's a wrap for this episode and there's more to come. The series is not over, so stay tuned. For now, it's bye-bye from me, Anjana Kumar, and the ARK Talkies show.